Frontal Stewart, Prime Minister of Barbados, Honorable Stephen Lashley, Minister of Culture, Sport and Youth of Barbados, members of Cabinet, members of Parliament, visiting ministers, delegations of officials and artists from CARICOM member states, associate members, and other visiting delegations, including from the diaspora, members of the artistic community, members of the Host Country Management Committee and the CARIFESTA XIII Secretariat, members of the Interim Festival Directorate, members of the Diplomatic Corps, my colleagues from the CARICOM Secretariat, distinguished guests, people of the Caribbean community, representatives of the media, dear friends from around the Caribbean, very warm greetings to you all. It gives me great pleasure to see so many of you here this evening in this beautiful space at the Kensington Oval for the opening of CARIFESTA XIII in Barbados. We have witnessed so many great historical moments in this place in our beloved West Indies cricket. However, today we are all gathered with great anticipation and excitement, not for cricket, but to write another chapter in the history of this great regional event called CARIFESTA. We have 10 glorious days in which to do so. It is always a pleasure for me to be in Barbados, and we are grateful for the warm hospitality that has been extended to us as a Caribbean family since our arrival. It never fails to amaze me how this regional mega arts festival has the power to bring so many of us together from all over the region and well beyond. But such is the power of culture and the arts. It is the cornerstone of our regional integration movement and a force that binds us, a force that inspires us, and a force which defines us in a way that is unique. I therefore have the pleasure and privilege to express on behalf of the entire region our sincere thanks and appreciation to the Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Frontal Stewart, and to the government and people of Barbados for your gracious offer to host all of us at this major event. Your hard work and dedication to the task over the past 2 years will no doubt ensure the festival's success. In the spirit of oneness, I join the government and people of Barbados in extending a warm welcome to ministers and government officials from member states and associate members of the Caribbean community. I also welcome our special guests from other countries in the region and beyond. A hearty welcome is extended to all delegations of artists, cultural ambassadors, cultural experts and entrepreneurs, to our family and friends from the Caribbean diaspora, as well as to the many visitors to CARIFESTA XIII. CARIFESTA returns to Barbados for the second time, after 36 years. We know that this 13th edition will be as enjoyable and as well represented as CARIFESTA IV was in 1981. This demonstrates in a tangible way Barbados' recognition of the significant contribution that culture and the creative industries can make to economic and social development here and in other member states. It reaffirms your commitment to CARICOM and to regional integration. This year we celebrate 44 years as a Caribbean community, and CARIFESTA has been with us from the beginning. As a cultural flagship, CARIFESTA is a highly valued CARICOM event that is near and dear to our hearts. Since its inception in 1972 in Guyana, it has given us a regional platform where we can share and exchange, showcase our talents, and in essence, assert our culture and celebrate ourselves. Since 2004, the community has recognized this festival as the ideal forum in which to advance the development of our cultural and creative industries for the benefit of our artists and the region. This has been recognized by CARICOM heads of government who endorsed the strategic plan to implement a new CARIFESTA that will bring economic benefits in addition to its tremendous social and cultural value. Our heads of government have indicated repeatedly that the development of culture and the creative industries is an integral part of the region's strategy to generate inclusive, equitable, and sustainable growth. In addition to its economic potential, culture and the creative industries are also central to the promotion of regional identity and unity, and an important component in youth development, community, and nation building. The draft Regional Development Strategy for Cultural Industries identifies priority areas in the sector, and work has already begun in some instances. For example, the establishment of sustainable financing mechanisms at the national and regional levels to support cultural industrial development has received a boost from the Caribbean Development Bank, which recently approved $2.6 million to establish a Cultural and Creative Industries Innovation Fund. The fund will assist the public and private sectors in member states with, among other things, seed funding for medium, small and micro enterprises in the sector, as well as market intelligence. The development thrust is continued at CARIFESTA 13 with a significant effort to strengthen the marketplace component of the festival. The expansion of the Grand Market to include a buyer's shopping mall is an innovative feature. This provides a welcome space for artists to do business with international buyers and managers of international festivals and events who have been invited to CARIFESTA 13 to experience all that the region has to offer. I wish to applaud the host country management team led by Honorable Stephen Lashley, Minister of Culture, Sport and Youth, the CARIFESTA 13 Secretariat led by Festival Director Ms. Andrea Wells, the Interim Festival Directorate, the Directors of Culture throughout the region, my staff at the CARICOM Secretariat, and our many development partners for the hard work they have put in to produce this magnificent event. By joining hands and hearts, the road to CARIFESTA 13 has been paved over the past 2 years since the wonderful experience that we all had in Haiti at CARIFESTA 12 in 2015, at the end of which the baton was passed to Barbados. Mr. Lashley, we know your passion for the development of the creative sector in general, and of CARIFESTA specifically. We wish to thank you most sincerely for your vision, your leadership and commitment to ensuring the successful staging of CARIFESTA 13. Even as we celebrate CARIFESTA 13, the community remembers a distinguished son and global literary legend, Nobel laureate Sir Derek Walcott, OCC, who departed from our midst on the 17th of March of this year. As I said on that sad occasion, to the Caribbean community, Walcott was a true cultural icon, a gift from St. Lucia to the region and the world. He embraced the entire Caribbean as his own. His lyrical poetry and penetrative plays resounded with the rhythm and spirit of the Caribbean civilization. There are so many ways through his prolific expressions and tremendous body of work that this quintessential Caribbean man has defined and inspired the positive image of the Caribbean in the global imagination. He is quoted as saying this of his beloved region: "I come from a place that likes grandeur. It likes gestures. It is not inhibited by flourish. It is a rhetorical society. It is a society of physical performance. It is a society of style." This, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is the essence of what we express through CARIFESTA, our grandeur, our flourish, our inspiring story, our distinctive style. I now invite you all to have a wonderful CARIFESTA 13. Barbados is our gracious host, but the entire Caribbean is on show. Let us enjoy the excitement that CARIFESTA 13 will bring. Thank you. Danke well. Merci bien. Muchas gracias.